Good evening. My name is Bright and welcome back to Mordheim, City of the Damned. Last time we received our first proper mission, but we are, at this point in time, not prepared for it. We also have had a new cast of characters in order to replace the various people who were injured during the everyday life in Mordheim. And the first job with them went somewhat successfully. However, let us see what the new day shall bring. Let's see. We've got Aiden Carlson back. They've recovered from their wounds, so they are back and able to take over. Though, admittingly, we don't have any room for them on the active roster just yet. So at the moment Alden can just sort of remain on the sidelines for now, just so that we can let someone else level up, and if need be, we can actually take them off the roster of the train and have a replacement in order. But anyway, let us see what jobs are available. As we can see, here is our quest mission we are not ready for. But let's see. A marked for death, which with a hard marked for death, with good wordstone and average gear. Each warband deploys in a wide arc from their wagon. Not bad, not bad. What else we got? We have a brutal crush their will, that admittedly has some fantastic, exceptional wordstone and some good equipment, but yeah, partly because of the secondary objective, because trying to remove the thing from the wagon and running for it, is a difficult one to get. So we come back, and another marked for death with good wordstone, exceptional gear, and one warband's around their wagon, and others divided into 3 squads. That is deadly, though, which I'm fairly certain is actually above brutal. So, honestly, I'm inclined to go with hard, simply because I don't want us all to die.
Scouts have reported a rival warband in the vicinity. Before you can find them, a heavy fog settles over the ruins. Unable to pick up the enemy's trail, your warriors deploy from their wagon and spread out to sweep the area in search of your foe.
Okay, and considering that we're after warp trinkets, we are fighting Skaven. I don't think we fought Skaven yet with the sisters, so this will be interesting, to say the least. 'Tis time to kill the little ratman bastards. That's our wagon up there. Where's theirs? Ah, there they are. The Infectious Swarm. Actually, that's a pretty good name for a warband, to be honest. This is a fairly big map. But let's see. How are we gonna do this? Well, we know there's at least one in this building. One bit of wordstone in the building. And I'm kind of thinking that it might be upstairs. So I'll leave you there. Have you here. And Ben Davy the Silent can be... Huh. No wardstone there. Oh wait, there it is. It's upstairs. As I thought, it is upstairs. Let's see, now how do we get up there is the question. Ah, there it is. And it just occurs to me that the combat skirts that most of the sisters wear, not helpful when it comes to climbing. And no, to answer your question, I do not know what. I have not ever, until this moment, I've never even considered moving the camera underneath. That is just, no. No. Bad perverts. Bad. But, yes, I'm gonna try talking about a subject that's maybe more relevant to other people than it is to me, since I am Australian, and thus it doesn't affect me outright. But I know for a fact that Brexit is a big deal at the moment. Now, as I'm saying, I'm Australian, it doesn't affect me personally, but what's actually happening there, and I will admit I'm not really taking a side on the matter. Well, not in public anyway. I have my own opinions, but I'm keeping those to myself. But the reason I'm bringing it up is there are probably some people who are very, well, confused as to what exactly is happening with Brexit at the moment. Since it seems, because it's kind of been going back and forth, been a political hot topic for a while, and they might be wondering just what the actual current state of it is. And honestly, what it comes down to is Brexit is currently stalling out because the UK has found themselves stuck in what I have heard referred to, and which I will mention here again, the impossible trio. Now, for those wondering, one of the corners of this trio is maximum Brexit, which is basically the idea that that the United Kingdom will completely separate from the European Union, be their own independent country, have their own defined borders, that kind of thing. Without having to worry about the EU's laws or anything of that sort. Now, this is the top of the corner. Let's just have this in a triangle. It's at the top of it. Now we get into the second problem of why Brexit's such a problematic deal at the moment. And that comes to because when you consider that Brexit would effectively mean that the United Kingdom would be its own country, and, there would be people on the borders in order to, make sure that the people coming in are doing so legitimately. And shit like that. Which is what most countries do. It's an issue for many countries. Now, the reason this is such a big problem is where the border would go, naturally. Because
a new round has started.
The United Kingdom is made up of England, Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland, which is technically independent from the Republic of Ireland, which it shares an island with. And if they were to, say, put up checkpoints or a wall on the border of that would mean building a wall between Ireland and Northern Ireland, which, if anyone is familiar with history, is a horrible idea. I'm not even going to get into the whole point of just what the hell happened between the Troubles, and it's basically the whole fighting thing between Ireland and Northern Ireland that happened decades ago. But there was basically a political promise was made during that period of time, where basically both sides agreed there would be no more walls dividing Ireland. And granted, this didn't exactly deal with all the tension or all the issues that were you know, that was between Ireland and Britain. There's a lot of bad blood there. But effectively, it helped calm things down a lot. And the problem is, if they decide to try and do Brexit via the UK's current borders, that would break that promise, and that would go to hell. That would end badly. Everyone involved just wants to avoid that situation, and for very good reason. So that's another corner of our triangle, is no walls through Ireland. They don't want to divide Ireland again. They've tried that before, it didn't work out the first time. But that kind of puts us in an awkward position of the third corner, because if you can't have just the normal border, the alternative is to move the border of influence of the European Union so that it covers basically the mainland of the United Kingdom, but it leaves Northern Ireland still within, kind of within the European Union, in that they would still be subject to European Union laws and regulations. And, well, as you can imagine, no one in the UK really wants to build a wall within their own territory. That just doesn't really work out all that well. No nation would willingly want to build a wall within their own turf. Which basically brings the third point of the triangle, in that they do not want walls through the United Kingdom. And the reason that this is such a this is called the impossible trinity, is you can't have all three. There's really no way to be able to get all of that. If you accept... The UK can't have maximum Brexit if it leaves Northern Ireland in the United... The United Kingdom can't leave Northern Ireland in the European Union. Without,
A new round has started.
Without failing to achieve maximum Brexit. And they can't really... They don't want to break up Ireland, but try to divide Ireland, because that would just end horribly. So... yeah, that's kind of the situation they're in now. And that's why all the fighting's about, is quite literally they can't really come to a decision. Because in order to go forward, they have to pick pick 2 out of 3. And well, that's kind of what all the debating and arguing in United Kingdom's politics is currently about, as far as Brexit's concerned, is which 2. But yes, that is our history lesson for... well, not really history lesson, but that is our topic of today. But at any rate, let us get back to the matter at hand. We've got some rats that need to die. And we have at least one of our targets in a very good position for us to swarm and kill. Though we haven't seen the other yet. Which is kind of annoying, but... well, that's rodents for you. You see one, there's like 50 of them you're not seeing. And it seems that because Miss Lana was in that that spot right there, that she technically acted as cover for Rex, which really screwed up the shot. Oh, that worked out brilliantly. Now, granted, we've kind of started this engagement within range of what is essentially a bomb, but well, we can only do so much, really. You might have noticed that I removed that Miss Sinister 7 has only a sword rather than a two-handed weapon, which is what smugglers tend to get by default, and that's quite literally because I wanted to improve her dodging ability. And that's one rodent down. Let's see. Yeah, nothing we can really use a whole lot of. Because the luck charms aren't really worth taking, honestly. At least in my opinion, anyway. Since, I mean, technically if you use them, if you go down, you have less chance of suffering, like, severe injuries, but... yeah.
A new round has started.
Okay, so you're dead. We need to kill you. There's stuff through the building, though. Or at least somewhere through this building. Which we might try and scavenge. Huh. That's a shame, because braces... I don't think we can use those. Because they're more of a... if you're wielding things like claws and stuff. Which is more Skaven and Chaos rather than us. And for some reason it's not letting me climb that staircase. I don't know why. However, it might... oh, I can't go through that hole in the wall, because that would make too much sense. But yeah, for some reason, it's kind of weird that they're not letting me, you know, go upstairs, but... eh, sometimes things are weird like that. And we got a crit off. Fan-freaking-tastic. And thankfully, we also have reinforcements quickly coming in to help take over this area in order to secure we're not overrun by the ratmen. Alright, and there's our second target. Admittingly, Rex is in trouble, but if nothing else, yeah, if nothing else, at least they're not going to be overrun just yet. thankfully that crit and having to swap weapons has probably limited the amount of harm that particular bugger can do. So our goal right now is to get Ben Davy into the back of Nurk Blight. To try and relieve some pressure from Rex. And admittedly, having Gummy Bee Gamer going in to help, kind of a plus under the circumstances. Because I'm fairly certain this means that our ratty friend is outnumbered. Unfortunately, it would also appear that Ben Davy does not want to cast
A new round has started
today, which is somewhat frustrating, but sometimes that happens. And we keep finding fragments for some reason. I mean, we'll take them. Because, well, something's better than nothing, but... still. Okay, that's you down. So we have one target dead, but we kind of have... we still have to go get his token. Which, hopefully, if we can kill Blight, who's our other target, you'll free us up to do. Yep, he failed his all-alone check. So he's not attacking anyone. And Conrad the Dedicated is, of course, fighting this little bugger on his own and kicking ass. Oh, that was brilliant. That is just brilliant. Just getting that crit off is just going to make this so much easier. Because if someone is critted and stunned like that, any attacks against them automatically hit. There's no chance of missing. And we've got at least one heavy hitter ready and waiting to slay into the little ratty shit. And of course, Gummy Bear, who, not quite as heavy a hitter, but still pretty damned. But still, every little bit counts. Alright, let's kill this son of a bitch. Both targets down. Let's see. Need this. Nothing.
Objective completed. Objectives updated.
Nothing you have is really worth us taking. As for you... unfortunately, I can't actually pick up his token. But hopefully we will be able to get some...
A new round has started.
Yeah, we get someone in there to do that for us. Wait, no, leave the stone.
Objective completed.
And we might as well just offer Conrad a little bit of assistance from the Holy Alcoholic. Admittedly, there's a very strong chance that the enemy are just going to break right now. Yep. Because without their leaders, Skaven are not known for being all that brave in the face of adversity. So if nothing else, we got our secondary objective, and no one fell. Very nice.
Strength in steel wins a fight, but it is your strength of spirit that wins battles.
Very wise words to be said. But let's see what we've looted this time around. As well as who's leveled up, because I'm fairly certain most of them have.
Outstanding.
Let's see, Ben Davies up. Nice. And has definitely gotten a lot of rewards for that.
The gods are with you.
Sinister has also leveled up. Very nice as well.
Remarkable.
Conrad the Dedicated.
The gods are with you.
Gummy Bear, who has, let's see, gained 2 physical advancements, so yeah, that's definitely going to be helpful.
Fantastic.
Rex has leveled up. Nice. And they've gained martial ability. Some additional martial abilities as well. Nice.
Fantastic.
Nice. The Holy Alcoholic's gone for the more physical route.
New warriors are available for hire. Your warband is getting stronger.
Okay, we've gained 1 more hero slot for the warband, and we can hire a new hero. Okay, we'll have a quick look to see what we got. Oh, and in the post-looting we gained a cluster. Nice. As well as some gold. Okay, so first off, let's just pay everyone. Everyone's paid. Nice. Now let's see, who can we hire now? So let's see, Smuggler, Wolf Priest of Ulfric. Let's see, Sister Superior. Ah, Sigmar's Purifier. Sigmar's Purifiers of the Sisterhood have embraced the martial aspects of Sigmar with fervor beyond that of the rest of their order. Their faith is of such an extreme that by sheer force of will they are able to draw upon the divine power of their god to unleash spells upon their foes. A purifier is utterly fearless in battle, attacking with a combination of cold steel and holy magic that few can withstand. So let's see. As far as weapons go, let's see, dagger, frail, hammer, mace, Sigmarite warhammer, Sigmarite great hammer, great frail, and great hammer. So not really a sword-using bunch. These ones. Let's see, they don't have any ranged options, and the heaviest armor they can have is light, though they can do shields. Let's see, last stand will always fight to the death. They cannot flee or retreat, but they are immune to all alone, and they are technically a divine spellcaster. You know what? We're gonna hire one. I'll do some upgrading to make sure that they fit in with that they are selected from the party soon enough, but let's have a look. What abilities do you have? Unsettling Charge. After a successful charge attack, the target's parry and dodge stance is broken. That is not a bad ability, all in all. They also have Comet of Sigmar, which is a single... Let's see, range 15 minutes, target single enemy, deals 12 to 17 damage, bypasses enemy armor. Not bad. If advanced to Mastery, can do some pretty good damage. Not bad at all. But at any rate, we're going to replace one of those frails with a warhammer. And let's see, do we want to give a you know what? Sure, we'll give a shield. Let's see, shield or empty-handed? Yeah, we'll give a shield. We'll give a shield, just for... Make her more of a parry person, so that we can give him heavy armor. And do we have a helmet? No, we do not. But we'll give them an amulet that makes them more resistant to magic. But yes, we'll do some proper upgrading for our new arrivals soon enough. But until then, my name is Bright, and I look forward to hearing from you.